said cut my music. I'm not going to tell you twice. You shut your mouth. You Winfield. You can tell. Because only rednecks would have some kind of festival like this. Only rednecks. Now, I'm not here to talk about how bad Winfield sucks. You shut your mouth. What I'm really here to talk about, shut your mouth. Now, I'm seeing the interview. I've seen the interview from my opponent. Cowpoke Paul. The best thing he can do is stay back there in the back. Nobody wants to hear yeehaw. You folks can't even spell it.
Hello there, Appalachian Championship Wrestling fans. We are excited to have you along for our best of Cowpoke Paul. And it's hard to narrow it down to the best of because every match that Cowpoke Paul's in is amazing. I'm Nikki Walters here with Mike Kelly, and looky there, Cowpoke Paul leading one of my rescue mini horses to the ring against his will.
Well, this would be a lot to take in.
Yeah.
You know, this is a lot to take in for wrestling fans.
Yeah.
Taking in a show at the barnyard beatdown at the Winfield Riding Club, but for a horse here and all this excitement and all this, and then seeing Thunderfoot, you know, and I'm sure that horse was maybe a little apprehensive about Thunderfoot.
Yeah, you can understand why he wanted to head back out.
And Dickie, I gotta admit, when I was watching that entrance, Thunderfoot's cape adds so much to the presentation.
So much regalia.
Oh yeah, the Cowpoke Paul. If I'm not mistaken, we've used him so much that it's kind of is a blur. This may have been his third appearance in Appalachian Championship Wrestling. I remember the first time we used him was at a Barkley show that you were unable to attend, if I'm not mistaken. But I called you and I was like, Nick, as we were putting together stuff for the Barnyard Beatdown, I'm like, Nicky, I found a guy who is perfect for the Barnyard Beatdown. And you got to meet him shortly thereafter.
He's just a really nice guy, very nice guy, and you can't help but want to see him succeed because of that. And, from a social media marketing perspective, if I ask him for content, I get it, and he was that way right off the bat. And so he definitely was doing all the right things to,
promote himself and promote the event.
Right.
Yeah, he gets all that stuff. And that's one of the reasons he has really, blown up. And the date on this one
was October 22nd, 2023.
Yes.
And this is at Winfield Riding Club in Putnam County, West Virginia.
Barnyard Beatdown 2. This was a Barnyard Beatdown 2.
We've had so many big moments at the Barnyard Beatdowns. They really are like the crescendo of a great year.
Oh, look. We got a fan wanting to throw down the foot. Hey, here's a little nugget of info. We have Thunderfoot's kind of been away from the scene for a little bit. We have recently Thunderfoot has shown back up. I don't know. He's a very mysterious man, and I don't know if he's been maybe locked up or some kind of legal problems. He's going to be you're going to be seeing Thunderfoot again soon in ACW, which for a long time ACW fans, I'm sure that's a very exciting announcement.
Right.
But yeah, so Cowpoke, the minute I saw him and he came out to that song, Thank God I'm a Country Boy by John Denver, it's just a perfect fit for Appalachian Championship Wrestling. And it's been, started up from the moment he came out at that first one in Barkley, which was probably July, August of 2023. He made an immediate connection with the fans, it's been off to the races ever since.
Sorry, I was distracted by Thunderfoot picking up somebody's camping chair and blasting it into the dirt. Anytime Thunderfoot's out there, it's a spectacle. So
Thunderfoot not known for his social graces.
Right.
But, oh yeah, this is awesome watching this footage from Barnyard Beatdown 2. Going back a couple years, Cowpoke's first getting established in ACW and first getting established in the wrestling world. And it's been awesome to see how far he's come, since 2023. And it's just been his hard work, dedication to his craft, his tireless promotion of himself and the groups that he works with, and it's just been awesome, watching him rise his way up the ranks.
So something that has to be put into perspective. Also, you couldn't really see it on this entrance because he had the pony, but the speed that he can run through the crowd is epic.
Oh, gets people fired up.
It's like a blur. It's like a streak just running through the area. You don't even know what hit you.
You can make out like a cowboy hat and a lasso.
Right, but nothing
and,
else.
That Thank God I'm a Country Boys blaring.
Right.
Oh, look at this. Ride 'em cowboy.
As a slightly out of shape camera girl, keeping up with him.
Oh, there you are. Yes, Nikki Walters doing the camera work still at this point. And that's one of the cool things watching some of these old videos and doing these best of compilations. Is you look back and it's like, oh gosh, Nikki, it's back when you were still doing the camera. You were freed up by Rebecca Hicks doing the camera so you could do commentary with it.
And didn't she say that their first travel show was to one of our shows? Was the Barnyard Beatdown?
Yes. Becky and Roy, I believe it was 2022. Their first travel show was Barnyard Beatdown 1. And this is Barnyard Beatdown 2. So I haven't found them in the crowd yet, but I'm sure they're there somewhere.
Yes. So let's get back to Cowpoke Paul. Give a little bit of perspective for how you and Moose became aware of him.
Well, as we, were booking these shows and trying to find a variety of different talent, to fill different roles, to make an amazing show, I feel like you have to have a little bit of everything. Like I remember in Chloe's book, he was talking about the 3-ring circus. He was talking about, for a successful show, you look at trapeze artists, you want the guy shot out of a cannon. You want the line tamer. They all bring different elements to the show. And if you have a little bit of everything, the more variety you have, the better your show is going to be. There's going to be something for everyone. And he came highly recommended. I can't remember exactly who, but as we were using talent from the Pittsburgh area, his name came up, Cowpoke Paul, and I was like, oh gosh, this guy, he's trained, he's getting recommendations from his peers, let's give him a shot. And like that first time he came out of Beckley, I was like, oh, this is going to be an awesome feud. And it all happened. Barnyard Beatdown 2. And then we got Barnyard Beatdown 5 coming up later.
Yeah, I wanted to drop this exclusive first announcement about when Barnyard Beatdown 5 will be. And it's going to be October 18th, 2025. So we already know a little bit of what's going on, which I won't say, but it's going to be one, as usual, that you don't want to miss.
Oh, mark it on your calendar, ladies and gentlemen.
I feel like we say it all the time, but it is so true that so many important, like, iconic for us things happen at the Barnyard Beatdown. And I don't know why it's not completely full. I don't know why the room is not completely full, but it should be.
Well, I'll say this about when you're running in a large space like this.
Yeah, it's hard to fill the whole space.
Right, it's hard to fill the whole space. It's like, you know, I mean, you could fit 1,000 people.
But these shows are by donation, so there's really no reason not to come. So I want everyone to...
Admission is free, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, explain the dynamic.
So it's a fundraiser for West Virginia Horse Network, and so, you know, we ask that you make a donation in the amount that you are able to. But there's no reason not to bring your whole family out to the Barnyard Beatdown in Winfield.
Bring your own chair. Hey, and if you don't have your own chair to bring, we even got bleacher seating at this one too.
Right. And it is inside. You can see there's 4 walls, so it is enclosed.
Yes, and this in October. You know, you might need to wear a jacket or a Halloween costume because we always have a Halloween costume contest at the Beatdown. But yeah, you might want to dress warmly, but it is in an enclosed area, so
don't let that put you off.
Yeah, like it's jacket weather, but not coat weather. Shell Myers, not the biggest fan of Thunderfoot. Oh, is she? Let's go with a barrage of slaps and a big high five from Cowpoke. Michelle and Cowpoke forming a bond. This is one of the first times that they've met. If they pass the Michelle test,
right,
you know that they're going to be a good fit for ACW.
I love that Cowpoke has been through and through the whole time, just so authentic to his, you know, role, his Cowpoke stuff, you know. So
I'd say that the ones that have the best connection with the fans are the ones that are
consistent
and genuine. Yeah. I'd say, Cowpoke with a big stunner variation. Wrapping up Thunderfoot for that 3 count. But yeah, I'd say one of the things that has made Cowpoke and the fans connect is he's very genuine. You know, his character is not very far from
his actual personality.
Yes. Okay, we'll be right back. We just watched one from 2023. We're gonna come back here in a minute with a Cowpoke Paul match from 2024 against West Barkley.
See you in a minute. All right, we're back now, continuing our best of Cowpoke Paul look back. This time we are in, I believe it's Oak Hill,
West Virginia.
This is Friday, December 15th, 2024, and we are at one of our Oak Hill Middle School shows.
This was the very first Oak Hill show, and this thing was a blast. The crowd was wild. This is the one I remember my ears ringing afterwards due to the volume of the fans. And you see Cowpoke making that immediate connection with these wrestling fans, like we talked about. You know, that's one of the things, his hard work, determination, but he's got that certain something, you know, that charisma that connects to these fans. You know, he comes out with that song and that personality.
And his lasso and his hat.
Yeah, and if you've never seen him before, there's just an automatic connection there. And that's something that some people are born with it, and some people have to work a little harder at it. And that's one of the things Cowpoke is. He's just born with this natural charisma, and it's it's been cool watching these old matches. You know, we just watched one from 2023. Here's one from 2024. And these were originally released without commentary, so me and Nikki are, you know, going back in time, enjoying watching some of this old stuff. But going forward, you're going to see some 2025 Cowpoke Paul. And as we're watching in these first two matches, his rise in ACW, you're going to see all that stuff begin to pay off after this as he began to accumulate championship gold in ACW.
I enjoy watching Wes torment.
Oh, absolutely. This is kind of like a dream match in a lot of ways for me, because, you know, you have these two big personalities going head to head. As Wes, he has a certain charisma too, but it's not necessarily the kind that the opposite kind of charisma as Cowpoke Paul, I guess would be one way to put it.
And both of these guys in this match in particular, boy, have their careers kind of taken off since this match.
Oh yes, we've seen Wes Barkley blow up. You know,
I've seen him on some WWE stuff in a slightly different role.
Yes. We've seen and we've seen Cowpoke blow up too as he's gotten. It's been awesome seeing some of these guys as they rise and ramp the ranks and get bigger and bigger bookings and opportunities. But you know,
and you root for them. You know, after getting to know them on our shows, you root for them to do well on that bigger scale.
To both these guys.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, breaking some kayfabe here. Wes ain't that bad. He's actually pretty pleasant when he's not in the ring.
Right.
At times.
When he's not, when he's not, okay, I guess we could say he's very nice to us. You fans, though, no tolerance for you whatsoever. None.
Yes, absolutely.
Your existence is highly on his nerves. The Cowpoke loves you.
Yeah. So, here's another peek behind the curtain. As you look at ringside of this one, we have two camera people, one of them being you.
Right. This was where this was the show where I handed the torch to Rebecca, Becky Hicks. And, you know, I still was doing the camera as a backup, but she was the main camera.
Yes.
And I was there just in case of emergency.
Yeah, isn't that wild? This has been about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, this, I remember, as I talked earlier, these middle school and high school gyms are just built for the acoustics of the crowd noise. Mm-hmm. And I just remember my ears ringing after this show, because those kids were just like losing their minds. The sound was bouncing off the walls, and like I felt like I've been to a lot of hard rock concerts. My ears were ringing like I'd been at a Metallica concert at the end of this. No, I'm not exaggerating.
And not to put you on the spot, but I'm pretty sure you have it off the top of your head. What is the date for our next Oak Hill Middle School show? Because it had to be rescheduled.
Oh, yes. Is that...
I thought now would be a good time to tell people about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe May...
I'm gonna look it up.
Friday, May 23rd, I believe, and you could confirm that if Nikki Walters, you know, able to multitask as she confirms this date on her phone.
I'm gonna fact check the date here.
Believe it's Friday, May 23rd. Okay, yes.
So we're gonna be back at Oak Hill Middle School. That show had to get postponed because of a power situation. So the rescheduled date is May 23rd.
And then we got Cowpoke the week before in Golly Bridge, West Virginia. And main event of that show, this is going to be the 5th annual Spider Crowley Memorial Show. Cowpoke Paul finally getting his shot at the heavyweight title as he goes up against Keenan Christopher. in a Spider Crowley street fight. The rules are there are no rules. This thing's going to get wild in Golly Bridge. And so, yeah, we got...
That one's May 16th.
May 16th in Golly Bridge, May 23rd in Oak Hill, West Virginia. What was the date on that barnyard beatdown, Nikki?
October 18th, 2025.
Yeah, so
we gave you guys some stuff to take some notes and write some stuff down.
Take some notes, make plans to see Appalachian Championship Wrestling live. And you'll have plenty of opportunities this year. We just dropped them dates. That date on the beatdown, I think this is the first time we've announced that to the public.
Right.
But look for our full schedule to be announced very soon. And as in 2025, we continue to grow as the kind of, the Ohio thing is starting to kind of blow up for us. We're going to have a couple more stops in Ohio this year, Kentucky, and, our home state of West Virginia. But we continue to branch out, Nikki.
And do you have an absolute favorite number one Cowpoke match?
Oh gosh, it's very hard for me to. I don't know. There's been so many, but one of them that comes to mind that I'm sure that is going to be on this compilation is his first title victory in ACW when he defeated Chris Cannon for the international title. The pop from the crowd, spectacular. The genuine emotion from Cowpoke Paul. You could tell that
the appreciation.
Yes, you could tell that this moment meant a lot to him. And but I have kind of a favorite Cowpoke Paul backstage story. I'll try to get into that. So Tommy Wildfire Rich. There was an occasion in a Kentucky show, and Tommy at this point has teamed with Cowpoke a couple times, but Tommy was in, he was booked with Cowpoke in a tag team, and as Tommy was talking to me in those full shows, like, hey, what am I doing tonight? And it's like, you're going to be teaming with Cowpoke Paul. And I remember him just like stopping and looking at me. He's like, Cowpoke Paul? And he's like, kind of question. I'm like, no, Tommy. I'm like, you are going to absolutely love this guy. It's like, I mean, the name implies like, there's going to be a little entertainment, a little sports entertainment. Right. But as you could see, the thing that makes him special is he delivers the entertainment, but he also delivers the athleticism. He just like kick Wes Barkley in the face, and which makes him a total package in my opinion.
Right.
But yes, I remember that look on Tommy's face. I'm like, yeah, you're gonna be teamed with Cowpoke Paul, and he just like paused and looked at me in the eye. He's like, Cowpoke Paul. And I was like, oh, wait, you bet. And of course, like everybody else, when Tommy met him, they just instantly bonded. They've tagged together again since.
Speaking of tags, my favorite Cowpoke Paul moment, I'll skim through real quick, was when he was with Holloway and Beckley.
The Buffalo Boys, yes.
And brought out the absolute best I had seen in Holloway. I absolutely loved them together.
Yes. And that was cool. Like, Hardway and Cowpoke, both very early in their careers, and it was like really cool.
So fun.
The Buffalo Boys, we got a couple. I was Cowpoke with a big victory over Wes Barkley. And Nikki.
All right, stick around for the rest of the matches.
Yeah, we're going to have some killer stuff on here. Thanks for checking out our stuff, and we'll see you soon. Is a 4-on-4 elimination tag survival match. Introducing first, the franchise player.
Great looking goatee. Do you realize that? Yeah. Go get me. Hey, shut up, stupid. It will knock the piss out of you. I hate your hair.
Mr. Clean! Mr. Clean! Mr. Clean! Mr. Clean! Mr. Clean! Mr. Clean!
I really hate you.
Will you please do something with your hair? Try to fix it.
Would you
Something.
have some hair?
That's offensive, lady.
Learn a new phrase. Team Wildfire! We got Tony Wildfire Rich!
Like you did in Tommy, move inside Ted Walker. Yeah, there it is. Now we're back.
Let's go, Holloway! Tommy! Tommy! Riddick sucks! Riddick sucks! Riddick sucks! Riddick sucks! Riddick sucks! Riddick sucks! No! Riddick sucks! Dick sucks! Dick sucks! Dick sucks! Who? You suck! Yeah! Ring the bell!
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Kelly and Nikki Walters back at the compound. We got a 4-on-4 elimination survival match. This battle will go on until the members of one of these teams is completely eliminated. Starting off with Zayden Kane against Riddick. We got Team Wildfire. Wildfire Tommy Rich, former NWA champion. Zayden Kane, Cowpoke Paul, and Holloway. Squaring off against the franchise players. Representing the franchise players, their leader, the franchise Shane Douglas. Riddick in the ring right now taking some punishment from Holloway. Chris Cannon and handsome Nick Hammer. Cowpoke Paul off the second rope with a big elbow to Riddick's arm. Twisting it up. Hasn't lost his cowboy hat. Give him some points for style there, Nikki. Cinching up on that arm. Cinching up on that arm. Riddick's been spending some time in the gym. Looks pretty swolled up today.
But he's having to face off against the Yee and the Haw there. Hard to do.
They got him a country boy, Cowpoke Paul. He's been making some waves in ACW. We've been talking about it. Undefeated in singles competition. Oh, lost his cowboy hat, but that's all right. Going over, big tag to Zayden Kane. Got Zayden climbing up to the second rope. Whoa! Double boots to that arm of Riddick. Chop. Rearing back, chopping him again. Bam, a third time. A fourth. Wow, lost count, Nikki Walters.
The franchise players just seem to have sent Riddick in there to take a lot of punishment.
Whoa, but Riddick hawking up on Zayden.
But not enough.
Oh, big kick to Zayden. Getting on top. 1, 2. Shane Douglas interfering. Hey, but it's all legal until you get caught.
I think the same thing goes for a lot of things. Nobody saw it, it didn't happen.
Riddick with a strike to Zayden's throat. I think he might have had a foreign object in there. Zayden gets shocking elimination. Early elimination. We got Team Wildfire is already down 4-3. Zayden Kane has been eliminated. There must have been a foreign object or something going on there.
I mean, would it surprise you at all?
Yeah, we got a former ACW International Champion, former ACW Tag Champion going down in the early goings of this match.
Come on now.
Wildfire Tommy Rich going after Riddick. Bam, right upside the head. Wildfire, former NWA champ, a legend in the pro wrestling business, blasted Riddick's head against that brick wall. Wait, they're brawling into the back. Referee Jim with the count. Wow, Riddick and Tommy Wildfire Rich both eliminated.
Cowpoke Paul just holding his head there, wondering what's just happened.
The franchise players up 3-2 now. Now, this match will go on until one side is completely eliminated. And right now, the odds are stacked in the favor of the franchise players, up 3 competitors to 2. And Nick Hamrick cranking on that knee of Holloway. Getting a big tag. Who's coming in? Big Chris Cannon. Cannon jacked to the gills. This guy lives in the gym.
But Hardway Holloway is undeterred.
Hardway Holloway is a monster. Look at the size of this guy. I expect to see some big things from him, not only in Appalachian Championship Wrestling, but in the wrestling world in general. This guy's going places.
And about the nicest guy you could ever meet, too. That's the thing.
Well, just as long as you don't make him mad.
Right, you stay on his good side. Stay on his good side.
And I don't think the franchise players have been doing a very good job of staying on his good side.
Do they stay on anyone's good side, is the question.
Absolutely not. They're not here to make friends. They're here to make money, not make friends. Double teaming on Hardway Holloway. Wow, can you imagine if they get it down to 3-1? That would be almost insurmountable odds. Wow, Holloway. Wow, big chop. Did you hear? That's echoing through the compound.
I think I felt that in my chest.
Big whip into the corner. Holloway, bam. Third hammer. Big boot. Wow, did you see how high up that foot? His foot hit Nick Hamrick's forehead.
And those aren't small boots either.
I think those are probably special ordered from the Bigfoot and tall.
Yeah.
Look at this tag team maneuver. Picking up Cowpoke. Body slam on top of Nick Hamrick. These guys have been teaming up a little bit. The Buffalo Boys. Cowpoke Paul and Hardway Holloway have been making some waves in the tag team division in ACW. But can they beat the franchise players down 3-2 in this survival elimination tag match? Wow, that chop. Now working on the arms of Cowpoke, stretching them. Forearm to the jaw.
Nick Hamrick being a little cocky there, I think.
Well, Nick Hamrick is always cocky.
I don't know what you'd even call that move other than being cocky.
Whoa, maybe a little too cocky as Cowpoke moved out of the way. Now Cowpoke with some short clothesline into the corner. He's going for that suplex. Whipped him over. Deposited him hard on the mat. Ride him, cowboy. Yeehaw, Cowpoke. Got that big tag to Holloway. Let's watch this big, giant man. Whoa, look at that double team maneuver. 1, 2, 3. Nick Hamrick's been eliminated, Nikki Walters.
That's what happens when you let your ego get the best of you. Kind of clouds your judgment a little bit, and we just saw that play out.
Franchise players may be getting a little too overconfident with the numbers game. Now, it's 2-1-2. It's 2-1-2. As Dick Vickers and Betty D. I guess with those guys in the corner, they still have the numbers advantage. Maybe not legally, but the franchise players don't always go about things legally.
Well, the franchise players have Betty D on their side, but Cowpoke Paul and Hardway Holloway have the entire fan base.
The entire ACW universe, the fan base of ACW. I don't think there's any question on who the fans of ACW are rooting for.
Right.
Franchise players like to play some mind games. Maybe the Buffalo Boys of Cowpoke and Holloway taking a little page out of their book, doing a bit of their own mind games. Getting under the skin of the franchise players, but incredible impact on that kick from Chris Cannon. Spinning elbow smash. Cowpoke Paul trying to shake loose the numbness as Cannon plants that knee several times into the upper back and neck of Cowpoke. Whoa! Cannon taking a page out of the franchise Shane Douglas's book with an excellently executed belly-to-belly. Getting cocky, not hooking the leg. Cowpoke kicks out at 2. Here comes the franchise in like a vulture, picking the bones of Cowpoke Paul. Cowpoke appearing to get... He's getting pretty beat up and pretty wore down by the franchise players. Whipped into the ropes. Reversal. Roll up 2, 3. Wow! Shocking elimination. Shane Douglas has been eliminated by Cowpoke Paul.
Shane Douglas can't even believe it.
You better believe it. Cowpoke Paul continues to move up the rankings. And that might be one of Cowpoke Paul's most impressive ACW moments to date. Getting a 3 on the legendary franchise Shane Douglas. So now the numbers game is in Cowpoke Paul and Hardway Holloway's advantage.
Come on, Jeff.
But I don't think that Chris Cannon, he's not going to give up.
Holloway's just dying to get in there and have his turn at it.
Big elbow. Cowpoke kick out at 2. He's feeding a little bit off the energy of the fans there. Listen to him getting behind Cowpoke Paul.
Well, you can't damage the man's roping hand. He needs that.
Most definitely. Abdominal stretch. Chris Cannon digging those knuckles into the ribs of Cowpoke. Big strike to the ribs. Working him over. Backbreaker. Working those ribs, working that back. Cowpoke's getting pretty beat up. If he can get that tag to Holloway, that'd be... Big strike to the jaw. I'll say this about Chris Cannon. He ain't scared of nobody.
He almost seems more confident now that he's the only one in there.
Chris Cannon, ACW International Champion, and also part of the franchise players, the Bluegrass Tag Champions, the ACW Tag Team Champions, the ACW Six-Man Tag Team Champions. With the controversial rule to where any of the members can defend those titles. Rolling Cowpoke. Up, 1, 2. Whoa, Cowpoke with a reversal. 1, 2. Wow, Cowpoke, wow! Cowpoke Paul with a shocking win. Cowpoke Paul has single-handedly put down the franchise and Chris Cannon in the same. He's going to be shooting up the rankings in ACW and Appalachian Championship Wrestling. And this monster hardweight Holloway. What a team. Buffalo Boys. This might end up getting them a tag title shot against the franchise players. Whoa, Michelle. Speaking of clean, let's try to keep this clean. Let's try to keep this clean for our YouTube channel.
The fans are riled, I think it's safe to say.
Howdy, folks. It's the leader of the Cowpoke Posse, Cowpoke Paul, and tonight it's the start of B-Dub season, and if you've been watching along, you might have seen that the franchise players have been a thorn in the side of the Cowpoke all year long, but tonight I get a chance to have a little bit of revenge when I lighten the load of the franchise players, when I take that ACW International Championship back to Dry Rock, and it's going to be for each and every member of the Cowpoke Posse. Yeah!
Cowpoke Paul!
Nikki, are you a member of the Cowpoke Posse?
If I were going to be in a posse, I think this is the one I would be in.
This is the one to be in, and I am a member, so I know this. Love this guy. What a pleasure.
How do I sign up for the Cowpoke Posse?
You just gotta give him a high five.
All right.
I think everybody here in attendance today at the B-Dubs is a member of the Cowpoke Posse. Young and old. Everybody except for maybe Chris Cannon and the franchise players, they are not a member of the Cowpoke Posse. Okay, so we got Cowpoke today. He's getting his first title shot at ACW. As you may remember from a few months back, in the survival elimination tag match from the compound, we had Cowpoke Paul in quick succession pinning the franchise Shane Douglas and pinning the loaded gun Chris Cannon. And ACW management, they're putting him in there. Cowpoke's getting a shot at the gold, Nikki.
I mean, he certainly earned it. He's been such a phenomenal part of ACW over the last several months.
Not only has he won over these fans with his awesome personality, his superior wrestling ability, he is something else. He's something else. Love this guy.
Cannon!
And here's Chris Cannon, the defending ACW International Champion. Look at him. He's big as a bear. This dude lives in the gym. Look how wide those shoulders are. He's jacked. So the size and the experience definitely goes to Chris Cannon. And Cowpoke Paul, he got that pinfall on him in that survival elimination tag match. But there's a totally different dynamic. Now we got the titles on the line. And we've seen the franchise players. It seems like whenever the titles are on the line, by nook or by crook, somehow they escape out of there with those belts.
It's definitely unusual to see one of the franchise players out there singularly without at least one of their teammates lurking in the piranha pool that I like to call it, where they swarm the ring.
Maybe, I wonder if that was a call by Chris Cannon. Maybe a little overconfidence on his side. Not having Riddick or Betty D or A. Dick Vickers out there with him. But then you got all these other guys. Shanghai Pierce the third, the latest addition to this crew. Cowpoke, he's admiring that belt. He's undefeated in singles competition in Appalachian Championship Wrestling. James Lawrence, he's displaying that belt. And Cowpoke, he's been in some big matches in ACW. But his biggest match to date, right here today, against Chris Cannon. As the fans go about calling in their favorite nickname for him, Mr. Clean. Oh, he's threatening to smack them all.
I mean, there's a lot of folks here today, so that could take a little while. I don't know, we got that kind of time. It's gonna get dark.
Well, I think that he's probably paying more attention to his opponent, Cowpoke Paul, and less attention to those fans. And I'm sure when Cowpoke got that pin on him in the survival tag match, that just had to really stick in Cannon's craw. I'm sure that just burns him up. When he's slanging and banging weights around the gym, I'm sure he's thinking about this guy and what he wants to do.
At least I got a haircut.
Okay, these guys squaring up. Cowpoke looking for the lockup, and Cannon just basically disregards him.
He's jealous of your hair.
One thing about all these franchise players, their attitudes. It's like they think they're better than everybody else. And Cowpoke Paul, he's like one of the fans. He's an extension of the fans. And I'm sure Cowpoke Paul, he started off as a wrestling fan, and now he's in there, he's living his dream, Nikki.
A humble, happy guy that's just really good at what he does.
And he likes making other people happy. But one thing he likes to win. He obviously likes to win, and he's been on a tear in ACW.
Wait a minute, I got a question. Does Mr. Clean suck? Yeah!
I think he knew the answer to that question before he asked it.
Mr. Clean sucks!
Cannon. Oh, John with Michelle Myers.
Knocked the slap piss out of you.
Whoa.
Hey! Holy show!
Simmer down, Michelle. Where's security at?
Alright, I got it.
It's me and you bald-headed bitch.
Whoa, Michelle. Whoa.
Come on, chicken.
She gets a little fired up.
You ain't got your back up here.
I think the camera didn't see it. However, Michelle was challenging Chris Cannon to kiss her posterior region.
Come on, Cowpoke. Look at the test.
Cannon going for that test strength, but then he, with a big knee to the midsection of Cowpoke. Look at that strength of that neck of Cowpoke. Oh, look at the flexibility and the core strength of Cowpoke. Oh, did Cannon with that knee right to the guts. Leapfrog. Blast Cannon. Blast him again. Cannon's going, he went down. Drop kick to the knee. Ride him, Cowboy. Giddy up. Giddy up. And I see something like that. That's not going to hurt Cannon, but that's going to get under his skin. That's going to get him distracted. The franchise players, they're not the only ones that know how to play these mind games, these psychological tricks.
Chris Cannon would never admit it, but he did take a little breather to get out of the ring for a second.
Well, one thing I'll say about Chris Cannon, you see him, and he's like an extension of Shane Douglas. He's been studying at the learning tree of Shane Douglas. All this stuff is stuff you've seen the franchise do over the years. And I'd say, and that's why, misses that elbow, Cowpoke moves out of the way. Cannon moves out of, okay. Oh, Cannon kicking the ropes. Kind of a legal low blow in a way. Blasts them to the mat.
His spine, his kidneys, all feeling it. But if I know the leader of my posse, he's not going to be down for the count.
He'll never give up. He'll never give up. And what an amazing winning streak he's had thus far in Appalachian Championship Wrestling.
1, 2.
Oh, look at him. He ain't going down. He ain't going down without a fight. I know that. Cannon with a vicious headbutt. Now he's got him. He's choking him on that second rope. Referee James Lawrence making that count, making him do it, making him break. Right. Blasting him right in the jaw.
That was weak, Cannon.
Well, I'll tell you this.
That's me, bitch.
If this is the end of Cowpoke Paul's winning streak, he had a heck of a run, you know. But wait a minute, Cowpoke, he's coming back. That elbow just blasting the top of his head. Cannon. Oh, with that abdominal stretch.
What do you say? What do you say?
Working on that. Wait a minute, Cannon, he's got the ropes. He's got the ropes for extra leverage. Did Jim catch that?
I don't think so.
Jim missed that. But he knows how. Cannon's got it again. Jim knows how he operates. But he's down there. He's asking Paul for submission. He can only be one place at a time. Look at Cannon cranking him knuckles into the ribs of Cowpoke as he stretches him out. And now, there he goes. Jim caught it. Did Jim catch him that time? Oh, Cowpoke with a hip toss. Cowpoke with a hip toss. The damage might have already been done. Oh, reverse atomic drop. Cannon grab a handful of hair. Oh, some kind of spinning, like a spinning neck breaker variation. Look at that disrespectful pin. I don't think Cannon respects anyone or anybody. Those fans, they're rallying behind Cowpoke. They're never going to give up on this guy. Cowpoke's never going to give up. The fans ain't never going to give up on him. Look at him. He's fighting with every fiber of his being. Look at him, giving it back to Cannon. Was Cannon got his fingers in the eyes? Eye rake. Oh, come on, man.
Yeah. Here we go. You makes it suck.
Oh. Cowpoke, he caught with an elbow. Boot to Cannon's jaw. Flying crossbody off the second rope, Nikki.
Taking flight.
I think Cannon's rocked. And Cowpoke, he's feeling it. He's got that energy. He's feeding on the energy of the fans off the ropes. Big forearm. Another one. Ducks underneath that clothesline. Big knee, Cowpoke Paul. Blast him down on the mat. Hook that leg. Oh, Cannon kicking out the two. That was close, though. I think Cannon's rocked right now.
ACW! Who wants to go to the rodeo?
That's a big AC Dub chant there, Nikki. All right, here comes Cowpoke. He's like, oh. Got a chin breaker.
Hey!
Cannon. It looks like he's going in for the kill. He's got Cowpoke up. Cowpoke, wait a minute. He's got him wrapped up. One. Wait, Cowpoke with a big upset. Cowpoke just beat Cannon for the international title, Nikki.
Definitely a big moment for ACW's rising star, Cowpoke Paul.
Wow, Cowpoke Paul, you're new ACW International Champion. Celebrating with his people. Celebrating with the Cowpoke Posse. Getting that cowboy hat. Hey, that cowboy hat and that belt goes good together, Nikki. Amazing win. Wow. Here, Nikki, give me a minute. I want to get a high five with it. I might even get a selfie with him. Hang on, I'll be right back. Hey, wait a minute. That's Gorgeous Gregory. Gorgeous Gregory out to congratulate Cowpoke Paul. Now, I know they train together. They know each other from way back. That's a little odd. You want to talk about opposites.
But it's such a big win. Even Gorgeous Gregory has to give it to him.
Wow. New ACW International Champion, Cowpoke Paul.
Well, you see, when the Cowpoke makes a promise, the Cowpoke delivers. And new ACW International Champion, ACW Faithful beat-up season is just kicking off. And the Cowpoke's going to be defending this all summer long. And then we're taking it all year long. And I'm going to be the ACW International Champion all my life. Yeehaw!
People ask all the time why we get called the franchise players. Scroll on down. That's the reason we... Hey, wait a second. Seems a little bit late. What the hell's the international belt?
Franchise, Cowpoke.
You what?
I'll have to explain it better. It's Cowpoke.
Where's the
He's my fault. I'm sorry.
What are you getting at?
Cowpoke beat me for it.
He beat you for my belt?
He kind of...
The franchise belt. Your belt?
Yeah.
Oh,
Shane, I can explain.
No.
Shane,
No.
Shane, no. Done it this time. He's mad. Yeah.
We've just got this video in, and it seems to show Shelby Wylder doing something sketchy.
Yeah, passing an envelope off to hired gun JBL, this may not bode well for tag team champions Cowpoke Paul and Corey Sparks.
Nikki Walters here in Hamilton, Ohio, where we're getting ready for that big tag team match. It's going to be a showdown at the OK Corral.
It's not a showdown. It's going to be a hootenanny. Why don't you run along and I'll tell them about the tag team match and my partner Dalton. AC Dub, your king, Shelby Wylder is back. Your #1 cowboy. Your only cowboy. All the people here, I'm the only true cowboy. And I got a tag team partner who is a monster, Dalton. We are leaving with tag team gold when we put old Cowpoke and Corey out the pasture. Right, Peaches? Right, I know. I got plans, people. I got opportunities out there. And I have put some stuff into motion. You'll see what happens later tonight when me and Dalton leave ACW Tag Team Champs. Let's ride, Peaches. Howdy, lady.
Shelby Wylder may have his idea of how things are going to go, but we're going to check in with Suplex Country and see what they have to say. You guys are really the dream team right now.
Oh yeah, Corey, we've been riding hot, matter of fact, and I don't think we have any plans of stopping at Shelby Wylder and Dalton McKenzie. I see you two, you're big, you're strong, but me and Corey, we've been riding around ACW, winning tag matches left and right. So if you got a problem with that, Corey, tell them what you're gonna do to them.
We've been collecting all the gold, and tonight it's time for y'all to take a trip to Suplex Country because this gold ain't leaving around our waist tonight.
Yeehaw!
For what is set to be another exciting match. We've got the up-and-coming dream team of Suplex Country, Cowpoke Paul and Corey Sparks. Boy, did they make a huge impression in 2024. And they're back in 2025 to prove what the hype is all about. But somebody looking to derail them, a team looking to derail them, Shelby Wylder and Dalton McKenzie.
Yeah, we had Suplex Country of Cowpoke Paul and Corey Sparks. They just ripped through that ACW Tag Team Shake-Up Tournament in 2024. You know, they were put together randomly, and look at where they're at now. The ACW Unified Tag Team Champions. They unified the ACW and the Bluegrass Tag titles back in December, and they've been on a tear. They have been on a tear, looking to maintain their spot at the top of the tag team division in Appalachian Championship Wrestling in 2025. as Corey with a big drop kick to Shelby Wylder. Last time we saw Shelby with a huge win over WWE ID Phenom Sam Hardway Holloway. And
he's bringing that confidence to the ring today.
Oh, yeah. He is. He's made no bones about it. He's looking to capture championship gold in ACW. And if he's, and I mean, as far as today goes, with that goal in mind, he couldn't have got a better partner than Dalton McKenzie. That guy is built like a brick wall. Comes to mind like he reminds me of a young Rhino. The way he's built and the impact maneuvers that he. Oh, but speaking of impact maneuvers, Cowpoke and Corey with a double hip toss, and look at these double team, tag team maneuvers.
Working together like they've been working together for a decade.
Well, and you know, due to the sheer volume of shows that Appalachian Championship Wrestling runs, they may have not been together for long, but they've had plenty of reps together. You know, thanks to that maniac, Chris Hughes, a.k.a. Moose. Bucket.
Speaking of maniacs.
Here comes Dalton McKenzie, but then a double drop kick. But look at that. They double drop, couldn't even take him off his feet. This guy is a beast, and I expect to see big things coming out of him in the years to come. Oh, caught Cowpoke with that big clothesline, then a big clothesline to core. I think Cowpoke looked like he was checking to see if he still had all his teeth left in his mouth. It looks like he does now, but that remains to be seen if he'll have them all of them at the conclusion of this match. Oh, big chop. And just like a big Bill throw, about tossed him out of the ring.
That might have been hard to tell from the camera, but wow, that was quite a far distance that got some air.
It has to, and then Dalton now, he's taunting him. He's taunting him. They got Cowpoke Paul in enemy territory, getting double teamed. You got Shelby just like waylaying with them fists. Dalton standing on his back. Wow. Shelby Wylder, he's suck bells. Oh, but Cowpoke kicking out the one. The resilience of this young man. The heart. But even with all that, there's only so much a human body can take. And this punishment from this monster Dalton McKenzie starting to mount.
Oh,
he's got him up. He's got him up. He's going to big press slam from. Look, he's doing reps with Cowpoke.
As big as this room is, I feel like Cowpoke could have almost touched the ceiling there.
Oh, and then a kick from Dalton McKenzie. Dalton McKenzie, we've seen him in ACW before, and there's another young man I'd expect to see a lot more of in 2025, especially with those kind of fall-away slam, those kind of power moves. I mean, we may be seeing him again as one half of the ACW tag champs the next time we see him. If this keeps up, as they just like decimate Cowpoke Paul.
Break his ribs.
Oh, Shelby Wylder raking that bottom of that boot on Cowpoke's. That was insult to injury. A little bit of disrespect there, Nikki. Shelby Wylder, he's feeling it. He's feeling it. I think these guys are they've come into this match with a boatload of confidence. And I think, you know, like true successful competitors, that's how they gotta come into a match. Oh, Dalton with a big slam. You know, if you're gonna do it, you gotta believe in yourself. You gotta believe you can do it. And these two young men, they believe that they could be the ones to end the tag title reign of Cowpoke and Corey. But Cowpoke, he got that boot up, and that looked like that caught Dalton right on the button. Dalton's stunned.
Was Shelby Shelby ready to get in there and take his turn at things?
Yeah, but Corey Sparks is too. Both these competitors rolling over to their. What is Shelby doing? Cowpoke just got over for the tag, but Shelby Wylder very alertly pulling Corey Sparks off that apron, allowing Dalton McKenzie to just pull Cowpoke back to the center of the ring and just hammering down on him. Like I was saying earlier, there's no denying the heart of Cowpoke Paul, but there's only so much a human body can take. The heart's willing, but the body is unable. You know, like Cowpoke. Oh, but Cowpoke! Oh, with the bulldog variation slamming Shelby's face into the mat. Cowpoke, he's still seeing stars. He don't know quite exactly where he is. Shelby. Corey Sparks been tagged in. Drop kicking Dalton off the apron. Going to town. Slamming Shelby Wylder. Hey, this is why they call him Suplex Country, Nikki. As Corey just with a belly to back suplex and another one on Shelby Wylder. This second match, I'm already losing my voice, Nikki. That's just how fired up I am. A third one in the bridge. Oh, almost got him. Shelby barely kicking out the two. You got Dalton. Cowpoke alertly pulls down the top rope. Dalton went flying, scrambling. You got oh, but look, sunset flip. Cowpoke just tagged in. Big win. As Suplex Country, Cowpoke Paul, and Corey Sparks defend the titles. But look, we got some sore losers here, Nikki. As Dalton and Shelby, they're not taking this loss well. You know.
Some people can't accept fair and square for what it is.
Right. That was a clean one. Wait a minute. JBL is here in Hamilton, Ohio. He's looking to take someone's head off. He's looking to take someone's head off. Dalton McKenzie getting that big lariat, and it Shelby Wylder. Wow. JBL, he took their hands off. As the fans roaring approval. Wow, this show has started off hot, Nikki.
We still have to find out who will be Shane Douglas's mystery partner, so be sure that you stick around for that coming up later in the show.
Oh, yeah, we got that big match as the franchise players. The old franchise players no more. Nick Hamrick and two mystery partners. Shane Douglas, two mystery partners. We got Heath versus Matt Justice. We got a all-star, superstar scramble for the ACW Undisputed Heavyweight title and more. You absolutely don't want to miss a thing. Come back.